back.
It's been a long time.
It's been...
Well, not since we made a video, but it's been a long time since we made a podcast.
It's at least a year.
Really?
I think so.
Wow.
We had like 4 good episodes, and then we just got busy with a bunch of products we had to review. So we had to do that as a priority.
And that's where we're at now. Like, products are kind of... They've kind of stagnated in terms of release. We're waiting on some fun stuff to come out.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of good stuff, dude. There's so
and
many
also
rumors.
Some interesting announcements from some companies.
It's such an interesting time in the day and age where AI is advancing so much and technology is focusing so much on the software, but the hardware is not growing as fast as the software.
Like with phones?
Any kind of portable technology. You look at iPads, you look at computers, you look at phones, wearables.
Hardware's kind of stagnated across the board for all of those tech products.
Yeah, and you have companies that are trying to do something unique, like foldable phones, and even Samsung doing the trifold, but that wasn't even released to the U.S.
A lot of people are excited for that trifold, though.
It's gonna be good.
It's so expensive. I think the trifold is close to $3,000, like US. At that point,
yeah. I think we're also going away from even a company like Apple. I think we're going slowly away from the push for yearly upgrades.
We are.
Which is a healthy thing.
Yeah. You want to talk about foldables? Apple's is supposed to be coming this year.
With another foldable.
The iPhone Fold? Is that what it's going to be?
iPhone book.
It looks like a book. Have you seen it?
The screen, it got leaked and it also got taken down instantly.
It's passport style. It's not... it doesn't have that whole vibe of this is a slab phone when it's closed. It's like it's shorter and square, kind of like the original Pixel Fold. Do you remember that?
Right.
It's
super wide.
Got a passport vibe to it in terms of dimensions. Mm-hmm. So the idea is it's short and boxy whenever it's closed, but when you open it up, it's much wider.
Is that to like account for the aspect ratio issue? Because a lot of people, that's their issue, right? When you have a foldable that opens up to a square, there's nothing viewable. Like the aspect ratio doesn't help you.
You got a lot of, like if you're watching content or something, you got a lot of dark space on the top and the bottom. You just got to sacrifice some. It just sucks. You're going to use that
because
phone
when it's closed,
and you're going to be holding like a Game Boy Advance SP. Do you remember those?
Oh, dude, I had the teal one.
Yeah.
Those were good.
Do you remember that one though? It would close clamshell style.
Yeah, and then you just put it in your pocket.
It's gonna feel like that whenever you close it up.
That's crazy.
And because of that, so the rumor is, and we can start there. The rumor is.
Oh yeah, we haven't started the podcast, by the way. This whole time we're just warming up.
We're just yapping. It's the rumor this year is that Apple's going to delay the launch of the regular 18, the base model 18.
Yeah. Right?
They're going to delay that into early next year, similar to what Samsung does with the S line of smartphones. Mm-hmm. To focus on, it would be Pro. Are they going to do the Air again?
So I would assume so. Dang, if they kill the Air after 1 year, that would be crazy.
They killed the Mini after like 2 or how many years?
Yeah,
2?
I think it was 2.
Yeah, they killed the Mini after like 2.
Yeah, but it had 2 years. 2 years to live and enjoy fresh air and have fun every now and then. The Air is barely a child right now.
Yeah, I don't know. So we don't know about the Air. I haven't seen anything in terms of them bringing out a second Air yet. Mm-hmm. But I'm assuming then they would focus on Pro, Pro Max, and whatever they would call the Fold. For
the fall.
Yes.
And then do the base models.
And then spring of 27 or like early 27 would be iPhone 18.
That's going to suck.
Dude, I don't know how well a base model iPhone is going to do months after the Pros come out. I feel like most people gravitate towards the Pros anyway, don't they? Even if they don't need it.
But if you look at like the timing, right now they're releasing all the products, all the heavy products right before the holiday season. It's late September, early October.
You're talking
the way they have it right now.
The way they have it now, yeah.
So you have pros and non-pros coming out around the same time, and it's perfect for Black Friday deals and for Christmas, because then you have a lot of kids that want a smartphone, and the parents are not going to buy, unless you're that kind of family. Yeah. Parents are not going to buy an iPhone 17 Pro, Pro Max to a kid, a 12, 13-year-old kid. They're going to go for a normal iPhone, or maybe even like the year before's iPhone. So it is going to be interesting to see if they actually follow through and then don't release the base model iPhones till the year after. They're going to skip the whole holiday season.
But then I have so many questions. Like, is it going to have the same chip as the
And that's going to
as the
feel
phones
outdated.
exactly. So
Yeah.
the phone is already going to be a few months older. You're going to buy it. It's going to have the chip from the phones a few months ago, and then 8-9 months later, there's already a new chip, as opposed to at least a year.
Yeah. And technically, you know, if you look at Samsung, because they do that already, you mentioned that, but it's the same calendar year.
Yes.
Right now, if Apple does this, it's going to feel, even
Yes.
though it might be the same amount of time in between, we're talking 3-4 months, that's going to feel so much different because it's going to be a different year.
Now, are you going to get
The Air, no.
a Fold?
Oh, I'll I don't know. And you know this, I've never been a huge fan of foldable phones.
Do we have any credible? Are there any credible leaks out there
Leakers.
anymore?
The only thing is it's that picture of the display panel that Samsung makes.
That one?
That's AI. That has to be fake.
Really?
Yeah.
It's on Phone Arena.
I don't know. There's nothing official out there. The only thing we saw, it was from, was it CES, that they were showing the display technology for the new iPhone, and it's a Samsung display, but that post, that the panel where they were showing the display got taken because Samsung was displaying it, or someone representing Samsung was displaying it, and
Yeah.
Apple saw that and they're like, don't show that. That's
Yeah.
ours.
I think
So
there was also something at CES where they showed it was one of those under glass displays where they'll have the device under a clear thing of glass, obviously. And they showed on the left their current state of foldables where it had the crease in the middle. And I think Samsung on the right showed a foldable with no
that's iPhones.
crease.
That's Apple's.
Well, I know that's why Apple's taken so long to bring out a foldable, because they're so
They want to do it
meticulous.
right.
Meticulous about their experience and how a device feels in the hand and the emotions it provokes whenever you use it.
And they're probably going to give it a different name. It's not going to be called the foldable phone.
The iPhone Ultra.
Probably.
Do we
I
have
can
one of
see
those?
that. No.
We don't,
No,
right?
I don't
yeah.
think so. Yeah.
We have the Pro, we have the Pro Max,
Yeah, we've had Plus.
and as far as watches go, we have a Watch Ultra.
We do have a Watch Ultra. They got to do an iPhone now.
They have to
That's
do
right.
an iPhone Ultra.
Yeah.
That might be. I hope that's
We
the
also
name.
got to do a Watch Air.
No, the watch is already the batteries.
It's so thin that it blends into your skin.
That's so thin. It's not even a watch.
Yeah. You have to
It's a
plug it in to
Fitbit.
use it. You can't. It doesn't have a battery in it.
So, hypothetically speaking, if they bring out this iPhone and it's over $2,000, you
No.
gonna buy it?
Mm-mm.
It
I
has to be
will-
under 2,000.
Even then, I don't think so. And the reason I say that is it's, of course, the price is going to be a big factor of why I don't think I would buy something like that for myself. But the overall experience is so much better for me in a slab format. I don't think.
That's been your biggest gripe about any foldable.
Right.
So at least it's staying
It's not the
consistent even
technology. Yeah, it's not the brand. It's not the technology itself, because I think it's great, especially for people that actually take advantage of that much real estate
Right.
on the screen.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would take advantage of it. If anything, I would just get the downside of having a bulkier phone, heavier phone, with a lot more price that you're paying up front. That it's not worth it.
Yeah, I think the rumors are pointing towards whatever the iPhone's going to be called being close to like 2,500. I thought is what
That's wild.
the rumors were
See,
pointing
and
to.
we looked at Samsung and Google doing their crazy prices for the
Like
foldables.
$1,700, $1,800.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, we're getting close to 2,000.
Yeah.
So
Well, you know,
now-
Apple loves shattering the limit with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Weren't they one of the first ones to break the $1,000 limit
Yep.
with the iPhone 10?
And then every other company,
Followed suit shortly after.
because it's so easy. They're like, oh, people adapted. They're paying for it, so let's do it too.
The same thing with the charger in the box.
Or getting rid of the headphone jack.
Shout out OnePlus.
They're the only good ones, the OGs of charging in your package.
Yeah.
Pause. So looking back at 2025, what's one device, what's one product or one service that you really liked from last year? Because there's a lot that happened, and I think I have one in mind. I could change it later, but just on top of my mind, I have one right now. but I don't know if you have anything that you
The
thought
second
about.
generation Apple Vision Pro.
The one that they didn't even announce that it's on the news release, and that is only what 120 hertz and different chip. Still $3,500.
Best product of 2025. What can I say? No, you know what it is for me? The option to have, for some phones, much larger batteries thanks to silicon carbon technology.
We did talk about that.
OnePlus 15,
Yeah.
we reviewed it in the new year,
Right.
but we had it for
It was late.
close to a couple of months.
Yeah.
By the time we got around to reviewing it. Still just the best
Yeah.
battery life I've ever experienced. Like I always have the iPhone on me, right? But I'm still daily driving the 15 as well.
It's a beautiful phone too.
Yeah, and it looks so nice. Like, and not having to worry about the battery. And then on top of that, plugging it in, 80-watt wire charging, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm comfortable with this phone going to sleep with 40% battery because I know the next day I can wake up and plug it into charge, and by the time I'm even done getting ready, that thing's already back at 100%.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. Whereas like any other phone, even my 17 Pro Max, if that thing is at 40 or below the night before, I'm plugging it into charge.
Right.
I think I've charged my 17 Pro Max twice today because I've been on FaceTime.
FaceTime kills your phone.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I hopped on a FaceTime call. My battery was at like 78% or something like that. And then by the time I was done, I had charged it. Like when I woke up that morning, I was working from home. I plugged it into charge, got up to like 82%. I took it off. FaceTime call for a couple of hours, was back down to like, I think 37.
Yeah.
I say a couple of hours. It was a few hours.
It was probably more.
Right.
Yeah.
But back down to 37. And then I charged it again before coming here. Thankfully, my car also has a wireless charging pad on the inside. So I got some charge there too.
So like 1% an hour.
And it gets hot.
It gets really hot, dude.
Yeah. The phone gets hot on the wireless charger in the car, man. But that massive battery, 7,500 milliamp hours in a phone that is the same exact, not the same exact dimensionally than my 17 Pro Max, but
close enough.
it feels like a regular slab phone.
Right. And you can bring it on airplanes. Unlike the Note 7.
I love that phone though.
Yeah, before it blew up.
Yeah, impending bomb in my pocket regardless.
I remember when everyone started getting the emails like, return it
Yeah.
now. That's when you knew.
Remember I told you I was upset that I didn't want to return it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, they're forcing me. And I'm like, yeah, dude,
Yeah.
you're going to die.
Yeah. You're like, of course they're forcing you. You could lose a leg. You need to send it back.
You're like, but I want to sue them.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not how it works.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. That was a great phone. But yeah, that to go back to your question, that is one of my favorite things. Hopefully we're already seeing it. There's a it's like all over like tech Twitter and stuff like that. There's a viral, like shameless clone of like the iPhone 17 Pro. Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
I think I saw. I can't remember who I want to say it was probably MKBHD that I originally saw it on Twitter, but it looks like down to the same color. It's cosmic orange and it has two cameras, but it has a triple array to look like the back of a 17 Pro.
Of course.
But it has a 10,000 milliamp hour battery. 10,000.
Now my mind says great.
I'll see if I can find it while you.
Yeah, but
you also haven't answered. What is your answer? Let me see if I can find it.
Dude, I think for me, being in the Apple ecosystem,
here we go.
Was an iPhone 17 Pro.
Well, here we go. How's your battery life on it? Is it still good?
Great.
Okay. Outside of FaceTime, mine's not bad.
Because every year, I get an iPhone and I get excited, and there are good features that come with that iPhone, but then there's always something that makes me say, I should have stuck with my 13 Pro. Even up to the 16 Pro, I was like, I should have stuck with my 13 Pro. The 13 Pro was something else. So every time I have this feeling of they could have perfected this, they could have done this better. And with the 17 Pro, I'm not saying it's a perfect phone, but it made me feel like I did make a good jump from going from a 16 Pro to a 17 Pro, and I don't look back. The battery is better, the cameras are better, everything just feels better. Yeah, you can argue that the build quality is not that good.
No, it's a fact. There's no arguing
But
that.
anyway,
The build quality is not good.
but I do like the upgrade because of all the practical features we got
Yeah.
on this iPhone. I think they did decent.
It was an Honor phone. It's an Honor smartphone. It says looks like a 17 Pro clone with a 10,000 milliamp hour battery. It's called the Honor Power 2.
That's a big. We'll show that on the screen, but that's a big third lens.
And I can't remember which one of these, according to the video I saw, is not functional. But
see, and it's like 10,000 milliamps is great, but I mean, there's no way you're safe. Like that is
You don't think
probably
so?
a ticking time bomb, dude.
You think so?
That's a lot. Something that's always being used, which who knows what kind of regulations they went through to make sure that it's safe.
It is. It released January of 2026.
Where?
I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah.
Budget-friendly, battery-centric smartphone featuring a massive 10,080 milliamp hour battery, 80-watt charging, 6.79-inch 1.5K AMOLED display, MediaTek Dimensity 8500. So it is middle range performance.
Yeah.
IP69K durability. Oh, and it says starting at 2,699 yen. So it's international market. Like,
Yeah. Interesting. No, I don't know. I appreciate, and honestly, I encourage more companies to follow OnePlus with their charging philosophy and how much they're advancing the battery technology on smartphones. But there's also a rate that you got to do it safe, because I mean, imagine plugging in a 20,000 milliamp at that point.
and that is the
that's
that is the
crazy.
phone next to a 17 Pro,
crazy.
which we're gonna show it on screen. But yeah,
that's
that is the
wild.
phone next to a 17 Pro, and it has a 50 megapixel rear camera with OIS. Let me go back and see. It has a 50 megapixel rear camera with OIS, 5 megapixel ultra wide, and then a 16 megapixel front camera. So I don't know what that third thing is for, but it's just to make it look like a very
Similar
adoptable
version, yeah.
adoptable phone.
Yeah, it's familiarity. It's people are used to seeing that look. Interesting.
We got a lot of comments about our remember the short we made for the OnePlus features that I said look familiar. Got a lot of comments about that too, right? It's just people want that. If they're going to consider buying a different device, people want that.
Especially if people are jumping. If the goal is for people to jump from an Apple ecosystem to Android, then yeah, you want to be as close and familiar as possible so the transition doesn't feel as harsh and there's no regret of, oh, I made the wrong decision.
Or even Android to Android. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you have the customizable options. You have the ability to do
there's
whatever you want.
There's even competition there. Google's always trying to take customers from Samsung, and OnePlus is trying to snag them from both. And
yeah, I mean, I'm all about competition, so it's great, but it can be a lot just because of the amount of options. You know, it's such a saturated market now with international phones making iPhone clones with 10,000 milliamp batteries that the options are out there.
Speaking of Samsung, Galaxy S26 coming soon.
That's exciting.
I feel like it should already be here, no? What I saw online was that they are slightly missing their normal release window because they're working on, I guess, polishing up final things with hardware and also the software that the phone is going to run. Okay. The big thing that I saw, which I'm always excited, I love the Ultra phone from Samsung every year.
Yes, and it's so far, I'm trying to remember the last few years. I don't think there's been one that we said this sucks.
Yeah.
No, they're on the pricier side for sure.
Yeah.
But they're solid phones.
It comes out early in the year, and it's always a contender for best phone of the year the whole entire way through.
Yeah.
That's super impressive.
Yeah.
You know
we compare the Fold to the Ultra.
Yeah.
Every year that it's come out, we usually use the Ultra as a reference because the Fold, even though it is their most expensive product, it doesn't always have the best features.
Yeah, and even now you can go get an S25 Ultra, and it's still going to be an amazing phone, even with the successor on the way out. But the big thing I saw was that Samsung is not doing Qi 2 magnets this year.
That's crazy. That's crazy because then you have Google now implementing their own version of MagSafe.
Yeah.
And then Samsung's like, nah, we're gonna do
Which
the
it's
other
a
direction.
universal standard, right? So like Google just rebranded
Right.
the
It's
name
the
of
same
that
thing.
standard.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah. So Samsung, I don't know. Samsung's been ultra conservative over the last few years too.
Yeah.
They really
better
have
be
been.
cooking something.
I don't know what
Yeah.
it could be because I think from what I've seen for the leaks of the Ultra as well, looks
know what it
real
is.
similar.
Samsung Galaxy S25 washer and dryer ultra.
I have their washer and dryer.
I don't like Samsung appliances, bro.
You don't?
No, LG
I have
all
their
the way.
washer and dryer.
Yeah.
I like it. It's not bad.
I mean, they look cool.
And if you have the Samsung phone, it syncs in the SmartThings app. Like it tells you how much time you have left on like the wash or the dryer,
Yeah.
and you can adjust the temperature and stuff like that from
Do
there
you have
too.
the fridge too?
I do.
What does it connect to the phone?
Yeah, the fridge can connect, tell you when to like replace the filter, and like you can adjust the temperatures in the fridge aspect and the freezer aspect and stuff. I have one of those the bespoke ones where you can change the colors on the front. Mine is just like a frosted white. Like it's like a frosted matte white, but it's glass. It's all glass on the front.
Gotcha. Until Bixby takes over the world with AI and then it kills your appliances, bro.
If it's anything like Siri, it ain't.
Speaking of Siri,
We'll be on the moon before it takes
funniest thing of last year, dude. Funniest news article I remember from last year.
What? The Gemini thing?
That Apple is moving on to using Gemini.
Yep.
And partnering with Google because Siri sucks. Something we've all known, by the way.
Yeah.
This is not new.
It's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
And it's a sad / funny story just because Siri, I would have hoped that it became competitive with Gemini and Alexa and any other home assistant or personal assistant. And even with AI, I would have hoped that they used that and increase the functionality and response of that model. But dude, it sucks.
I think we saw the writing on the wall a little bit once we saw that they were integrating Siri with
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT and
Yep.
OpenAI as opposed to developing their own in-house
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah. No,
Because
you're
that
right.
was a very subtle hint from Apple, like, yeah, we know the capability is not super great, so
Which
we're
is-
going to try to develop some sort of back end connection and hope it. And it has not. I've seen
Oh,
you
dude.
try to use it with ChatGPT, and it's bad.
Yeah, it's not good, dude. It's not good.
It's still really bad. I happily pay the $20 a month for like the Gemini Pro or
Yeah.
whatever. I use Gemini on a daily basis.
Yeah.
It's so good.
No, and that's the thing, because if that's their goal for Siri and any AI assistant on an iPhone, that ain't gonna be it.
Which I feel like Siri was so good, right? Like I'm talking first.
You took an iPhone 4S, bro.
Yes,
like
exactly.
when it first came
Do you
out.
remember the hype around Siri whenever the iPhone 4S first
it
came
was-
out? It was like first of its kind
I was
thing.
gonna
No
say,
other
yeah.
phone had it.
Mhm. And you're like, bro, I have Jarvis on my phone.
Exactly.
And all he did is told you the time and the weather, bro. That's all he did.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the weather outside?
Yeah.
It's like, it's currently raining. Whoa, that's
like,
crazy.
bro, you can open up the weather app and see the same information.
But you could do voice, bro.
Exactly. And it's so crazy now how far everything's gone, and Siri's still awful.
Oh, it's so bad, dude. It is so bad. It is exciting because of the possibility of having a functional assistant on an iPhone, though.
Yeah. And did you see that shortly after they announced that partnership, did you notice that AirDrop on Did I ever show you that?
What?
Native AirDrop compatibility started working on
Oh, an Android.
Pixel smartphones specifically.
Well, I thought that was because of the EU. So the European Union, they've been pushing for more universal standards when it comes to technology,
Yeah.
which is why we have USB-Cs on iPhones. Because they were pushing for that, so Apple had to like
Thank you, EU.
submit. Absolutely.
Yeah.
RCS on messages.
Yes.
That's another reason.
That's it forever.
That's because of them.
That was embarrassing.
So AirDrop, I'm pretty sure it's also because
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be, but
Yeah.
like I also didn't think it was a coincidence. There were a lot of people talking about it online too that were like, wow, shortly after Apple announces this whole partnership with Google, all of a sudden,
Yeah, you have AirDrop with
yeah.
Pixels. Yeah.
But I think you might be onto something, because I feel like I saw something online where like engineers at Google confirmed that there wasn't any kind of partnership going on. It was just kind of something that was figured out.
I do remember seeing something about that. They're like, oh, the technology was there. We just have to enable it.
Right. Something like that.
But nah, I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. Now, if it only works on Android phones and you can receive stuff from an iPhone, but not vice versa, then I can see that.
No, it works both ways.
Yeah, nah, bro.
Well, obviously, in like on a Pixel or an Android phone, it's called Quick Share. It's not called
Right.
AirDrop. But
It
I
displays-
believe if both phones are set to receive from everyone, not just contacts, if both phones are set to receive from everyone,
Yeah.
then it'll pop up on the iPhone. You'll see the Pixel pop up in your AirDrop menu. And if the Pixel AirDrops something to you, it'll be the same UI. Like it'll pop up on your dynamic island. You can hit accept and it transfers just as quickly. It's
That's
really
pretty
cool.
good.
Like I have the 10 Pro Fold still
Right.
at home, and I tested it whenever I saw the videos of that feature coming out, and it works
That's pretty good.
pretty seamlessly
Now-
between the two.
Speaking of AirDrop, have you seen the new thing that happened with AirDrop with the latest update? That now, if you want to share to someone that's not in your contacts, you have to put a code. You have to type in a code.
Is that live now?
It is.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So when you go and like share with everyone, it just doesn't open it up. When you select, it's like, oh, here's your code. Tell the other person to type it. And
I
it's
guess
like
that's not bad.
dude, I miss the days.
Have
of
you ever like
AirDrop.
accidentally tapped someone on the AirDrop menu that you didn't mean to AirDrop to?
Dude, I used to do it on purpose. I love that feature. I used to, dude. Back when
He's like,
AirDrop
I'd
was-
be in public spaces and just
Dude.
AirDrop people random stuff.
when people used to have AirDrop open for everyone all the time, dude. You go to public transportation, you go to public places, see what's around.
He's like,
Oh, we got Mary over here. Meme.
he's like,
We got
send
Walt.
her a meme.
And it's like the funniest things, dude. I remember receiving, like, I'd be using my phone and I just get boop, boop, boop.
No way.
Yeah, and I was like, I would look around and be like, someone's watching me right now.
Yeah.
But it'd be a funny picture. Like it's just how it was. And it was such a
I think you got lucky that it was just a funny picture at best.
yeah, I guess it could have been bad.
Yeah. That's not a bad. I don't mind
But-
that feature. I don't. First of all, I don't AirDrop to people that are not in my contact
Nah,
list,
just
anyways.
trolling, bro.
You know
I'd
what
be
I mean?
trolling. It was
Yeah.
funny.
Well, that's the thing is that you have so many memes on your phone. Half the time, whenever I text you, the responses are memes,
I have a collection.
and they're just top of mind, like instant. I'll send you a text or whatever. Instant. The reply is an instant meme.
yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm not super proud, but it's in there, and it's funny.
So that's live now.
It is, and it's very unfortunate because I tried to AirDrop something to someone that wasn't my contact. I was like, "What the heck, bro? That's gonna take me another 2 seconds, bro. I need this right now."
Yeah. Do you know if they're gonna do more options to make the glass like darker? The tint of like the liquid glass. Can you? I saw a video the other day where
Yeah, you're gonna have to elaborate on this one.
So-
So make it darker. Say it again.
even though they have the even though they have the option to tint the glass now in the display settings, I'm wondering if they're gonna bring out an option where you can just straight up like black it out. You know what I mean?
I still don't know what you mean.
Okay, we're gonna have to do that. I'll show you. There's some settings you can enable in accessibility
Right.
where you make the liquid glass color like pitch black.
Oh, I do know. I do remember because it was glitching out. I remember when they first brought in that feature. I remember switching it and nothing would change.
Yeah.
So I remember now.
But there's some things you can enable higher contrast and reduce
And make it
transparency
black.
and accessibility.
Yeah.
And you can essentially make the liquid glass UI like black. And it actually looks really, really good.
Okay.
So I was curious if they were going to implement that maybe in like a beta or something.
to be a
Just for like a
standard feature.
design perspective. It looks really nice.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think liquid glass was a hit. I think buggy. It was very very.
Why does it remind me of an old iOS software so much?
Because it's colorful, bright. It is textured.
There's a specific, I can't remember which iOS number it is, but there's a specific iOS number that I'm thinking
7.
of. It was on the iPod Touches back in the day.
Oh,
Do you remember the wallpaper where the
back in my day, we had iPod touches.
Dude, do you remember the wallpaper where it had like the drops of water?
iPhone 4.
But they had that on the iPod Touch as well.
Yeah, because the iPod Touch 4. came
Whatever iOS version that was,
I
for whatever
think-
reason, every time I look at liquid glass, it just reminds me of that. And I don't know why.
I think that's what it is, and it's probably like iOS 6. I can't remember, but that's just my guess. But yeah, I mean, you're right. And I think you look at, I remember seeing this video of when they first showed liquid glass on the keynote last year. They were showing animations and like, oh, it's so cool because it looks like water and it looks like glass. And then they show what it actually looks like now. And they put it side to side and it's not even close.
I think because of how bad the backlash was as soon as they showed it. Do you remember how many people went online and was like, this is the ugliest UI I've ever seen in my entire life? So they probably had a vision, and then based off that, they completely changed it.
Yeah. Or like when it first came out, like people were on beta and they would scroll down Notification Center and everything was clear on top of clear. So you had like notifications stacked with text and it was like, bro, I can't see anything right now.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah. And I think Apple's gonna bring out like the rumors are pointing towards like a 17E this year.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing online. iPhone 17E.
I don't even know how successful the 16E was.
That was we reviewed that phone, didn't we? Mm-hmm. That thing was
basic.
Too expensive. I remember it being too expensive for what it was.
Yeah, and if it was, I think it was was it $599? If it was $100 cheaper, I think it would have been a great entry-level smartphone for someone that's younger, or maybe someone that's elderly that needs just a communication device that's trackable.
Yeah, but that's the thing
safety.
is that if you're gonna make a device like that, it can't be $500 to $600.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Like, it needs to be cheaper. So
it can't be that expensive.
Yeah.
And then you recently made a short about the Tesla Model 2?
Model Q. That's
Model
what the rumor
Q.
is. Yeah, that's what the rumors say. I don't know, dude. I just keep seeing more and more people saying that it's gonna come out this year, which is why, like, another rumor is that's why they killed the Model S and the Model X. Sad news, I know.
Don't get me started on that.
But the Model S is, I remember when my brain unlocked something, I was like, we can live in the future now. Because the Model S back in 2017 or whenever, I remember seeing it for the first time. I was like, this is dope.
Even now.
Well, yeah, even now, but
like refresh
better,
Model S's, 24s,
yeah.
25s, 26s, they look amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what their business reason was to kill those models. There's rumors for the Model 2, which is a cheaper version, sub 25,000, which would, if that does come true, that's probably going to flood the market with EVs. I think that's going to be a lot of demand, probably a little too low supply. But that's if it's that. There's also the rumors that they're working on robots.
I think the idea of them switching to focus on Optimus, which is what they're calling the robot, right? I think the idea of them switching to produce Optimus is just masking the percentage of sales that they have for Model S and X. So like I looked into the sales numbers, and if the sales numbers that I was reading about were correct, Model S, Model X, and Cybertruck account for like 5% of their total sales.
Whoa.
Model 3 and Model Y are like the other 95.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that drastic.
And I think that's why
the Cybertruck first.
I think that's why, huh?
They should have killed the Cybertruck first.
Well, I think the Cybertruck just has that futuristic edge, and
it is, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think that's why they did it, because a company as massive and lucrative with the resources that Tesla has, you could have found other ways to produce that car if you still wanted to produce it.
Right.
It wasn't about making space so you have room
else.
for Optimus and stuff like that. Because I would also imagine, I'm no supply chain expert or manufacturing expert. I'm not a company CEO. But I would also imagine the production facilities that you would need to produce a car, mass produce a car, are probably very different from like a humanoid type of robot.
Right.
Right?
So it's not like they can repurpose.
So I think it was just one of those things where it was, hey, let's try to mask this as like a strategic business pivot and just focus on continuing to make our best sellers, which we now both have Teslas.
Yes.
And it seems like when you get a car from a certain brand, you start to notice them a lot more on the road. I never see Model S's on the road.
I have. Dude, I saw like 2 today.
Did you?
Yes. Yes. And it's crazy because I'm telling you, dude, before owning a Tesla, I would see them, but maybe not notice them.
I see 3s and Ys all over the
Bro,
place.
it's like everybody and their mama.
Has an S?
Just Teslas in general.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, dude, they're like
Bro,
everywhere.
90% of the time whenever I drive, the only Model S I see on the road is mine.
No, dude.
That's
no.
it.
I
That's
see
it.
them all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I see Ys. I don't see X's as often, though.
X's are, I think, the rarest. The Model X
Yeah.
is the rarest
Yeah.
Tesla that you'll probably see on
Dude,
the road.
Cybertrucks, I see that too.
Cybertrucks are everywhere now too.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't like the way they look?
I don't like the Cybertrucks.
I'm one of the few that like the way they
Nah,
look.
bro.
I would
Now,
drive one.
I saw this one time. Kevin Jonas was driving this one, I think. It was in South Lake.
Like from
Jonas Brothers.
Oh, okay.
He was driving a black camo wrapped Cybertruck.
That's dope.
And that did look nice. But I still don't like the Cybertruck.
There's one that I see every now and then in Plano
Mm-hmm.
that has the car wrapped to look like the Warthog from Halo.
That's crazy.
Hands down, S tier
That's why you
wrap.
like it then.
S tier wrap. S tier wrap. There's no way. The car looks like it's from Halo, bro.
So one
That
that
is an
they-
S tier wrap.
Made it look like a dumpster.
So
Oh,
here's-
wait, that's how it came out.
I actually saw a car review channel. I think it was Throttle House, and their intro to the Cybertruck review was that. They were like, "This is the new Cybertruck," and then like they panned, and it was literally like a commercial dumpster.
No
and he was
way.
like, and then they were like, "Oh wait, no, sorry, that's the new Cybertruck," and then they like panned and
That's
yeah.
dumb.
So there, I think a lot of people are with you on that.
It's just not for everyone. I think that's fine. It's just a very unique look for a very specific taste.
So, according to reports, Apple's upgrading the new budget-friendly iPhone with MagSafe charging, the A19 chip, and it'll also get the latest in-house cellular and wireless chips, all for the same $599 price.
Still too expensive.
I agree, especially if it's still going to have that single camera. I can't remember. Was it a 60 hertz display? Mm-hmm. Too expensive.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the base model iPhone 17s just got 120.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. We just
So-
talk about so many devices in a year that I never remember.
Yeah, dude. Which I'm excited for this year. We should be getting a lot more just because of everyone trying foldables, everyone trying base models and their pro lines. It's going to be exciting.
But yeah, 7. So that was just to go back real quick to 17E because we were talking about that.
When is that rumored to drop, do you know? Spring?
It just says spring of 26. So it should be around the corner, and then other things dropping should be dropping soon. Google Pixel 10a.
I forgot about the A line.
Yeah. I feel like Google does budget phones a lot better than Apple does.
Dude, because they are budget.
Yeah.
They're so much cheaper.
Yeah,
compared
and
to
the
iPhone.
rumors for the 10a are suggesting that it's going to keep the Pixel 9a design, but might use last year's Tensor G4. Actually, that would technically be 2024.
2 years ago.
25 was the
This
Tensor
point,
G5. Yeah, so the older Tensor G4 to keep the price, quote unquote, aggressively low. That's what I like to
better
see
be-
out of a
it
budget
better be
phone.
so aggressively low,
aggressively
you could
low,
bruise this, dude.
You know what I mean? Like so aggressively low that you could buy a pair of sneakers more expensive than the phone.
So aggressively low that they pay you to take the phone.
After trade-in, yeah, it says we got to credit you $300. Yeah, exactly. No, I think that's how you should do it.
Yeah. No,
I've always
I
liked
agree.
I've always liked the A line of phones from Google.
It's what a OnePlus used to be. OnePlus used to be very, very powerful devices at a very budget friendly.
OnePlus 7. Do you remember the 7? Was it the 7 Pro? The slide up camera on the
I
top?
remember what I ate yesterday.
Yeah, I think it was the 7 Pro. It had that like dark blue color and it had the slide up
I
camera.
do remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember. And they
And-
tested it like 15,000 times to make sure that it was like durable.
Yeah, and they also said that it could
Whoa.
support like a bunch of weight, even if it. Yeah.
And you were scared to try it. And I was
Peak-
like, dude, please.
Peak OnePlus
Please.
design. Peak OnePlus design.
Yeah.
The 7
Dang,
Pro.
the
I think it
pop-up
was the
camera.
7 Pro. They even made like a. No, I don't think they had a McLaren edition for that one.
Oh, I remember the McLaren edition.
McLaren editions were also peak OnePlus design.
Yeah. Wow. This is memory lane, dude.
We've been doing this for a while.
We've been doing this for 10 years this year.
Yeah.
10-year anniversary this year.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. But I don't know. I am, to go back to the Tesla stuff, I'm disappointed as a Model S owner. I'm disappointed.
That they're dead.
Yeah, because now like I was telling you
You
before
got a
we
dead
start,
car, brother.
now, like I was telling you
You're gonna
before we
get
started
stranded
the
on the side of the
podcast,
street.
you get to a point where like you enjoy the power of the car so much. I was thinking to myself, I was like, when I am ready to step away
When I
from
grow
the
up, I want to get another big car.
dude, it's like, so with the Plaid having as much power as it has, I'm thinking to myself, when I am ready to step away from this car, what am I gonna buy?
Go back to the slow cars, you peasant.
Every
The
other
ones that go 3 seconds 0 to 60, dude.
every other model from Tesla would be considered a performance downgrade compared to the Plaid.
Unless you get a Roadster and it comes out.
And I'll go bankrupt getting a Roadster.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but I'm really disappointed. I hope they at least bring out some sort of, I don't know,
equivalent or like
a full size sedan of some kind.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know, man. Unless they do have something down the line. It sucks though because their naming scheme was so cool because you remember that they have that Model S, Model 3, Model X, and Model Y.
Yep.
The sexy line. And the
Where does the
Cybertruck.
Cybertruck fit in?
Yeah. It's a subtitle.
Yeah, I might have to get close to the performance. I might have to get like a Cyber Beast or something like that. The tri-motor Cybertruck.
Dude, mod that up.
It's quick. It's quick for its size.
Yeah, I don't like them.
I don't know, man. I'm disappointed.
Yeah. No, it's been interesting with the changes that they're doing. It'll be interesting to see what they're actually working on once it comes out. I know the full self-driving it's kind of being pushed a lot, and
like the Cybercab and like the
they're doing fully unsupervised self-driving in Austin, Texas.
Well, that's what they have. There's been a whole thing online about that, right? Like they have chase cars that are supervising the unsupervised cars.
It's like you're like babying the cars.
So they have parental supervision for their unsupervision,
just to make sure it passes the test. Yeah. But it is interesting. I mean, we're getting to the point that stuff is going to start driving on its own, and we don't have to have any.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I like having the option for it because driving in traffic and then putting on FSD, even though it's supervised, I know you have to sit there and watch it. Right. I'd much rather sit there and watch the car drive itself than me have to actually drive it.
I want to take a nap.
In bumper to bumper traffic. But the yoke is so cool. That much power is so cool. And being able to actually drive it yourself whenever you want to have some fun is also really cool.
Well, yeah, so I think the option of driving manually should be there for sure.
But what if they get to a point where they release a car that has no steering wheel whatsoever? It's strictly autonomous driving.
We might get to the point that our future children don't need to learn how to drive.
That's crazy.
That is scary.
It is.
I mean, this generation is growing up with AI. They don't know a time before AI.
I don't remember a time before AI.
Shut up, dude. That was like last week.
It's like a year and a half ago.
You're like, ChatGPT is my best friend.
No, Gemini, dude. We're on team Googs, man.
No Grok.
We're on team Googs. I am not gonna pay for another premium subscription anywhere else.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, just using it.
They now have Grok built into the Teslas. Did you see that? Yeah.
I gotta show you something later. But
like with your car?
Just in Grok in general.
Oh, Grok in general. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, this year is gonna be interesting. I think there's a lot of new features coming out. I think rule of thumb when it comes to the stuff that's coming out, I'm personally really excited to see what we can do that we haven't done before. Because, we have been doing this for 10 years. And I think when it comes to the technology that we test, we get to get really familiar with a product before we do a review. But technology just hasn't evolved that much. We have a phone that it was very similar to the one from the year before, and then from the one from the year before.
Yeah.
So it's kind of annoying to get new tech that doesn't feel like new tech. So my hope is for this year is that we get to not only test new technology that's untested or new, but that we find ways to test it in ways that we haven't before.
Dropping phones out of helicopters.
If anyone wants to pay for that, I'll
Mr.
start
Beast.
a GoFundMe. And then
if Mr. Beast sees this video,
and
yeah, some sort of ridiculous challenge.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it would be great just because I wanna see the technology in scenarios we haven't seen it before. And even with, let's give an example with the upgrade that the iPhone got with the selfie camera. I'm not a big selfie taker, but I took more selfies because of that to test it.
Yeah.
And it was a cool feature.
Yeah.
I still don't take a lot of selfies, but it's great because you get to see something that we haven't seen before on another phone.
Dude, we just email Mr. Beast.
Yeah, hey,
super
Mr.
fun
Beast.
video idea. Look, me, and Mr. Beast. We're in the helicopter.
Okay.
We have like 5,000 iPhones in that helicopter. We probably need a couple. We probably need a couple of helicopters.
An atomic bomb when it drops.
Okay, maybe it's like a small aircraft of some kind.
Yeah.
All right, and we got a bunch of iPhones in there, and we toss them from the aircraft. All right. Now here's the thing: if you catch them,
one of us is gonna be waiting at the bottom.
if you catch them, if you catch any of them, they're yours to keep.
Hey, free signups on the website. Make sure that you sign up. There's a waiver that says if you get hit and die, that's not on us.
Yeah, if you catch them, they're yours to keep.
That would be crazy. Now,
doesn't have to be from a crazy high balance, like a crazy high height. That's why I said helicopter, right? So you take a helicopter, a couple hundred feet.
You get terminal velocity. That doesn't matter.
I'm not saying we drop them from the Empire State Building. I'm just saying, like we, a couple hundred feet in the air, drop some iPhones. If you catch them, they're yours.
I think that's enough for someone to be buried 6 feet under.
You got to sign a waiver.
That's fair.
Yeah. If you catch them, they're yours.
Well, yeah. Win-win. Win/maybe not win. But that's the risk you got to take.
We'll be waiting to hear from you.
Yeah. But no, it's great to be back. I think this year is going to be a good year. But if you have any thoughts, if you have anything you want to see, if there's any kind of product, any kind of news, we're going to try to be more present on short form social media as well, just to be able to cover more news and updates from different companies.
We have gotten a lot of views and comments on the short form stuff.
Yeah, because it is more engaging, and I think it's really easy for us to jump in and see something or talk about something without having to sit down and have this whole production for a long form video. I love these kind of videos though, just because we get to talk. I mean, even before filming this video, we sat down just to rehearse, and we were talking for 20 minutes. Yeah. And we're like, bro, we should have just pressed record. But yeah, we're gonna push for more content just because we love doing this. We have been doing this for 10 years. It is unbelievable how far we've gotten.
And we ultimately want to get to a point where we're a big enough channel to give back.
Oh, absolutely.
And, you know
absolutely.
what I mean?
There's so many ideas I have of what
make this
I
a full-time
do.
gig, because this isn't a full-time gig for us either. We make this content because we enjoy it, and we also just want to make content that other people enjoy watching, but we do this while balancing careers outside of this as well.
Yeah, we have full-time jobs.
Yeah.
But it is something that we enjoy so much that, we do set time apart weekly to make sure that we have something to put out there, because we want to be there. We want to do that. So any kind of feedback, any suggestions, anything you want to see, please drop it in the comments and let us know. But yeah, dude, if this were to be a full-time job, there's so many things I would like to do, just because there's limitations of the time and energy we have.
Yeah.
So,
and even just from a financial perspective too.
Right.
There's limitations to financial and even just connections out there in the tech world, in terms of what we have access to, what we can get our hands on, how quickly we can get our hands on it and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So hopefully this year's a year. So far, everything we have is because of you guys, and we do thank you for that. I would have never imagined when we started,
even having 55,000 subscribers,
even having 55,000.
Yeah. No, it's been great.
I remember when we got our first 100. You were shocked. You were shocked. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Ugly looking videos.
You remember how excited we were when we broke 10K?
Yeah. Yeah, we made an announcement, dude.
That was a long time, yeah.
Yeah, it was a long time coming, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing this for quite a while, but we love it. So stay tuned for more videos. We do have more unique videos coming up with comparison and tests and things like that. That's going to be probably in the next few weeks before the Samsung line drops.
And whatever Google's dropping, Apple might drop.
And if they do the 17E.
Yeah.
But yeah, stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment, share with your friends, all the mumbo jumbo that people say nowadays.
Smash the like button.
And until the next one.
Thank you for watching.